Hi there guys, in this video I wanted to do a bit of a status update and let you know what's been going on. Again, it's been a bit of time since my last video. Unfortunately, it's just because of the way we are at the moment. We are pretty busy with stuff. Christmas is becoming obviously another time where things are pretty busy. So the main reason I wanted to create this video was to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But there are a couple of things I did want to also talk about. So in Elite, we've had a few things happening in there, and we've seen a few stations that have been pretty much destroyed. Those are quite interesting, and I do plan on checking a few of those out soon. We also have got quite a bit of rumour about the Type 10 coming out soon. The Type 10 is called a Type 10 Defender, so I don't know whether this ship is more a combat based ship or it's kind of a defensive with its turrets. Maybe it's got a lot of very good overall scan. That could be very interesting. I'm not too sure when we have access to that ship, but I believe it's going to be pretty soon. When it is out, I'll put all the stats on my site and you can check it all out and do all the various builds and that. Like I said, hopefully it won't be too soon. I can't see it being that far because the date's getting a bit, and hopefully that doesn't mean there's going to be bugs in it as well. But we'll just have to see how that one goes. Now on to my other point, which is X4. Now this is a game created by Egosoft and is a game series or franchise I used to support a lot through the various X2, X3, Terran Conflict and Albion Eldertron. So I supported all those with a site. And like I said, Rebirth also was not a fantastic game for me, and I didn't really enjoy it. I kind of didn't understand some of the ways it was done, and some of it was pretty overcomplicated, and some was it was kind of a strange game to me, and I just didn't get on with it. So after that, X4 has been created, and Egosoft have said they've listened to a lot of the feedback. Now if you watch a few of their live streams, they go into sort of detail and explain a few things what they've been doing. It does look pretty promising what they're doing, and it does seem they've listened to quite a bit of the feedback. One of the first things is you'll be able to change ships, which you couldn't do in Rebirth, and that kind of had a big problem with that because it made one ship having to take on all the others, and it just didn't make sense. So with the multiple ships, that does make them much better. They've also, I've looked like they've took a few ideas from Elite as well, and that's not a bad thing, I don't think at all. It's just kind of a bit strange they've borrowed a few from there, but I can see why they've done it. The only thing which makes me kind of a bit anxious about X4 is it's still based on the Rebirth engine, which is not a bad thing in a sense, but it just means some of the things like the UI, some of the trading things, things like that could still have the same sort of inputs. Quite a lot of times you see down the bottom there's a little radio menu, which is pretty hard to see, and I think it didn't scale properly, so in high resolutions like 4K it might be very hard to see that. So hopefully Egosoft will overhaul the UI as well. I'll have to see how things go with that, as I'm pretty busy with stuff. If Egosoft gave me an early access to it, I might be able to actually look into it and see. But I think Egosoft were planning to change the whole process, and I don't think they're going to do a kind of private beta what they used to do. I think it's going to be a public beta. So we'll have to see how things go with that. But like I said, I will be keeping an eye on it, and it does look kind of promising at the moment. Anyway guys, I think that's it for this year. I do hope you have a great Christmas and you do have a good New Year as well. Wish you all the best with that. As always, if you like the video, please leave a like, and subscribing also greatly helps me. Hopefully in the new year I can get some more content out there, and if you've got any ideas for content, please leave your comment below. Anyway guys, I think that's it for this one and this year. Take care and have fun out there.